Hi guys, so at this point I already have my eyes primed with concealer, and the first color I'm going to go in with is my transition color, which is going to be this color right here. And for this look I am going to be using mostly all colors from the Morphe Brushes 350 palette. The brush I am using for the transition color is the M441, and this is a great fluffy brush because it does not pick up a lot of product, so it's going to really give you that seamless blend. You're going to want to deposit this color right into your crease, and once you have it on there, you're going to want to start diffusing that color up to your brow bone area. That way once you put all the colors together, it really gives you no harsh lines. So don't forget to really take your time with your transition color and blend, blend, blend. The next color I am going to go in with is going to be my brow bone highlight color, which is going to be a bone colored shadow. And I am going to be using this color right here that is going to be on the top left corner. And this one I'm going to deposit right under the brow. For this step, I am going to be using a small synthetic brush, which is the Morphe M124, and by adding this color, you're really going to enhance the brow bone and make it look like you have a larger eye space. Once I go in with the brow bone highlight color, you really want to go in with your transition color that you added before and blend both colors out together. The next brush I am going to go in with is going to be the M139, and this is going to be a pointed crease brush, which is going to start giving you definition right into the crease, and I'm going to be using this medium brown color right here. And for you girls out there who don't have such a deep defined crease, this is a step that you're going to want to use this color to really create that crease shape that you want. I first start applying it on the outer corner, and that's where I want to deposit most of my color and deepen that up. And once I have very little product on my brush, I will start bringing it in towards the inner corner, but you don't really want to go all the way to the inside. You just want to bring it around maybe halfway to 3/4 of the crease. And remember, go back with your transition color and blend those two colors out to get no harsh lines. Next, I am still going to be using the M139, and I'm going to start focusing on the outer corner of the eye. I am going to be taking these two colors right here, which are two darker deep browns, and I'm really going to start giving that outer corner dimension. Try not to blend it up too high and keep it really just in that outer V. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Morphe M204. I did spritz a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to make that lid color really pop, because that is what you want to stand out the most. Once I go ahead and pack that on, I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the M139 and add a little bit of the darker color just to blend both of them out. And you're just going to go ahead and bring it in all the way to the inner corner. And next, I am going to go in with the Urban Decay glitter liner. This is in Midnight Cowboy. And I'm just going to go ahead and start applying this all over the lid. This is what's going to tie in the whole look together, and this is the star of the show. Next, I am going to go in with winged liner, and I am using the Physicians Formula liner pen in black. This is a really great tool to use because it has that sharp edge at the end, so it's going to give you that really nice winged liner. First, I'm going to start off from creating a line from the corner of the eye towards the end of the brow. And once I start off with that line, I'm going to start meeting up the lash line to the end of the wing. A nice little trick to get that really sharp winged liner is not to bring the liner all the way to the tip of the first line that you made. Bring it in like about halfway. That way that liner stays really thin at the end and it gives you that really sharp look. After that, you could just go ahead and start making it as thick as you want, or if you make any mistakes, you could go in with any concealer after or any makeup remover to clean up any mistakes that you have made. Next, I am going to start going from the inner corner, and I'm just going to start connecting it to the middle and to the outer part of the liner that we have already done. And after this step, you could just go ahead and make it as thick as you want. This is just a personal preference. I'm not keeping it too dramatic for this look. After that, I am going to go in with primer. I am going to be using the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm, and as many of you already know, Nikki Tutorials made this really popular in the makeup industry since it does have glycerin as the second most used product, so it's really going to help that foundation stick and make it last all day. I am going to be using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I am in the shade Y325. And I am going to be using my Morphe brush S3 concealer brush to start spotting it all over the face. This foundation is going to be a medium to full coverage, and it's going to be a really good foundation for people who have combination skin. After that, I am going to go in with my Morphe M439 foundation brush. You guys, if you have not used this brush, you are totally missing out. This is a short, dense brush, so it's going to give you the fullest coverage out of every foundation, and it really does the whole job for you and blends everything out really smoothly. Once you try this brush, I promise you, you will never go back to any other foundation brush ever again. After that, I am going to go in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer, and I am using the shade R20. This is a lot lighter because I really want it to give me that highlighted look under the eye and hide any dark circles. I am going to be applying it with any concealer brush, and after that I am going in with the Morphe S3 just to blend everything out. And once I separate that good all over the under eye, I am going to go in after with the Morphe M439 just to blend out the edges and blend the concealer with the foundation. And I forgot to mention, on here it does look like the foundation is way much more lighter than my skin tone. It will look a lot better later on. It was just the lighting. Now I am going to go in with my Morphe M400, and I'm just going to go ahead and start setting all of this foundation with the powder. And I am going to be using this color right here. And after that, I am going to go in with my Morphe M104, and I'm going to start setting that under eye concealer, especially with this one. It is really creamy, so you really want to set it with a powder, that way it won't crease. And I'm going to be using this color from the Morphe foundation palette. After that, I am going to go in with the inner corner highlight, and I'm going to be using a small pencil detailer brush. This is the Morphe M431, and this is a step that I never forget to do on any client or on myself. This is going to really give you that inner corner pop, and that way it'll open up the eyes as well. For this step, I am going to be using MAC White Frost, and I love this eyeshadow because it is a really frosty shadow, so it's going to really make that inner corner stand out. Next, I am going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is going to be the light to medium palette, and I'm going to be using the bottom right color. This is where I'm going to want to start focusing on all the contour points. So the cheekbones, I'm going to bring it in a little bit on the temples. For people who have a larger forehead, you're going to want to put this on the hairline and start bringing it in. That way it makes it appear as if you have a smaller forehead. For you people that already have a smaller forehead, you're going to want to avoid bringing that too low. You're just going to want to focus it more on the temples. Since I am doing a really highlighted look under the eye, I really want to add more of that contour. That way it balances everything out. Next, I am going to go in with my Morphe M106, and I'm going to be going into blush. I am going to be using the 9B palette, and I'm going to be using these two colors right here. These are two really nice colors because they are not too soft and not too bright to where it's really dramatic. It gives you a really nice natural blush. I really recommend this palette to all of you guys out there. The quality of these blushes are amazing. They are really pigmented and super blendable, so you really just need a very little at a time and start building it up. Next, I am going to go in with my Morphe M310 fan brush, and I'm going to go into highlighter. I am going to be using the collaboration that Jaclyn Hill did with Becca to create Champagne Pop, and this is a really great universal highlighter that goes with almost every skin tone. I have used it on many clients, and it looks great on everyone. It's going to have a really nice natural champagne color, and it's really exciting that Becca has decided to make this product permanent, so now anybody could get it whenever. I am going to be adding this highlight on top of the cheekbones. I am going to be adding some on the tip of the nose. And towards the end, you can't really see, but I did put some on top of the lip to make it appear as if you have a larger top lip. I did also start lip lining with the Italia Deluxe Ultra Fine Lip Liner Pencil. This is in the shade 1040 Brown. And I also paired it with the Milani lipstick in the shade Matte Beauty number 69. Both of these colors are really nice brown colors. It's not too deep, and it's just a really nice natural shade that is going to go in with the neutral eyeshadows that you did put on the lid. Lastly, I sprayed the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, and that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye!